Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back. Skull Merchant has been reworked, thank the Lord. So she's no longer a 3-gen menace, but what exactly does she do now? How good is she? How do you play her? These are kind of things that I feel like people don't quite understand yet. I've been getting a lot of questions, so I kind of want to do a video showcasing her and what I think is the best way to play her. So essentially the way Skull Merchant works now is she has 6 drones instead of the previous 4. You basically throw the drones down the same way as usual. You get undetectable, as you can see on the side, every time you throw a drone for about 10 seconds. The drones will then rotate in a stealth mode, right? The beams won't be shown to the survivors. So they'll only be able to see these little lights on it. That's all they'll be able to see, but no actual lines. And they'll be rotating, but they can still scan survivors, right? If the survivors come into where these lights are pointing, they'll get scanned and they'll get hit with a stack of lock on. Also, if the stealth mode drone scans a survivor, it leaves stealth mode and goes into something called scouting mode, where the lines are shown and it also rotates slightly faster. Every time a survivor gets scanned, they will show up to you on the radar, which will give you a haste boost. For every survivor you see on the radar, you get a slight haste boost. It's like 3, 4, 5, and 7% per survivor. So like with only one survivor, it's 3%, which is still a good bit. So you get haste per survivor spotted. They'll remain spotted on the radar for 12 seconds after getting scanned. So even a single scan of a survivor will give you a haste for a good bit of time, honestly, like a pretty long amount of haste. It'll also apply a stack of lock on to the survivor, and if they get hit with 3 stacks of lock on, it gives them a claw trap. That's how you get claw traps now. And when you get a claw trap, it either injures you, or if you're already injured, it'll put you into deep wounds. And also, if you get scanned again while you have a claw trap in, then you have your killer instinct revealed to the killer, and also you get slowed down by 10% for 6 seconds. So a pretty massive slowdown. So if you ever see the killer instinct on a survivor, that's how you know that they're hit by the slowdown, which is obviously pretty brutal and means that they're going to be pretty easy to catch. You also can change the rotation of the drones by using your little radar, which is, I mean, not extremely useful, but it's kind of nice for certain niche scenarios. And you can also recall them at will at any point that you want as well. Now, the downsides here, like that's all obviously buffs, compared to how it used to be. But the downsides compared to how it used to be is that if a survivor is standing completely still in the drone, they don't get scanned. Also, the same thing if they're doing gens. So for instance, if you try to put a drone on like a generator, and you try to just use the drone to defend the generator, if a survivor can sneak up, I'm pretty sure crouch walking also doesn't set off the drone either. I think you can crouch walk up. So even with a drone right here, I'm pretty sure a survivor can crouch walk up to this generator and work on this generator, and it would never scan them. So as killer, you can't really use the drones as like a way to defend gens anymore, because survivors can kind of just sneak up and do them without you knowing. And yeah, that's basically your new kit. For the rest of this video is just going to be me playing a couple games. I want to show you what I think I discovered to be the best way to play this killer at the moment. Currently, the add-ons I'm running are 10% faster rotation speed, which feels like it's going to be a pretty strong, good meta add-on. And also, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that survivors can actually disable your drones. But what that does is it just turns them off for 45 seconds, and then they come back on their own. So it just temporarily disables them for 45 seconds, but that's it. It doesn't completely delete them like it did before. And I'm running an add-on to make that 45 seconds slightly less, so it'll be like 30 some seconds now. And also the perks I'm running are clearly just really meta strong perks. Like this is a very mean build. This is a very strong build. But I think for the sake of testing a new killer, I think you want to run, meta strong perks. So Corrupt Intervention helps with early game. Both Pop and Eruption are both gen kick perks that help regress, and Pain Resonance also is a regression perk too. These are perks that you should probably be familiar with already, so I'm not going to over explain them. Let's just go hop in a game and I'll talk about what I think you should do. Oh, we got the new map, Shattered Square too. Interesting. This makes this a little bit more interesting. Because I feel like this map is a little bit less figured out, but that's okay too. So I personally think the way that you play Skull Merchant now is you kind of take high traffic areas and then you drone them up. So this one's a little bit awkward to do high traffic areas because it's just kind of a square, It's just kind of a square, but I feel like, Shack and Main are still pretty high traffic. Well, she's already stepping in it. What are you, Gamer, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Wait, we just would have got some value out of that. My lord. I feel like maybe this area over here seems decently high traffic, right? Like going in between Shack and the other side. This'll, maybe change direction of this. Well, I guess that's a pretty okay down. I'll take it. Sure, why not? But basically, so you have 6 drones, right? I think the best way to play this is to take 4 or 5, probably all 5 of your drones outside of one, and kind of put them in high traffic areas, right? Put them in places where people are going to be going often. Not necessarily like really strong loops, right? Like, for instance, I feel like this is a good spot right here, like kind of near Main, right? If you want to go in and out of Main, you got to go through that spot. Again, this map's actually a little weird because it's not quite I wouldn't say there's as many high traffic spots as there is other maps. A lot of other maps have like much more high traffic spots. But regardless, you want to put them in high traffic spots. Ooh, will that get her? Yeah, see, that gets her. Thanks to that one. So again, like the high traffic area here paying off. Because again, every single time someone steps through one of your drones, you get a haste boost. Like I have a haste boost right now because I can track this Feng Min, right? It's gonna go away. It just now went away. But basically, you can just get constant. I think like right here looks good, like kind of near this maze towel, also near this generator. I think just having them around general. I think I want one more like right here as well, kind of to transition. Oh wait, it's still on cooldown, but one right here as well. That way, like when people are transitioning from the other side of main in and out, I think it helps a lot there too. Oh, nice. She should get scanned though. I think she did get scanned. Oh, she's got live. Nice. But basically, if you just have a bunch of drones set up around like the high traffic areas around the map, you're just gonna get scans constantly, right? You'll just be constantly getting scans. Oh, this one's broken. Let me go ahead and replace it. You'll be getting scans constantly, which will be giving you speed boost constantly. Like, look, they just like a bunch of them just got scanned. They all have some stacks right now. You'll be getting scans constantly, which will be giving you speed boost constantly, and you could also keep one on your like one ready to go at all times. Like right now, I have one that I can just deploy at any time. So if I'm ever chasing somebody and I feel like I want to drone them, I just kind of have this one ready to go. I don't know where, did I not set a drone there? Maybe I didn't. So yeah, like this person, if I'm chasing them, like if they wanted to play this pallet, which it doesn't look like they do, but if they want to play any pallet ever, maybe this one. No, they're going to Shack. Okay, like if they want to play Shack, same thing. I'll just go ahead and drone this. And now Shack becomes a death trap? Borderline unplayable? Feng just got injured. She just got scanned again. She just got a trap, so she's got to throw a pallet. She's gonna get slowed down a bunch right now too. So there you go. There's a 10% slowdown. So we basically injured her for free. She also had to throw the strongest pallet in the game and get hit by like a 10% slowdown. And now we can go ahead and recall this trap. She's actually playing this really well, to be fair. Like, to be fair to her, she's actually doing a really good job. But she's about to get slowed down again, so she's gonna go down. This actually seems like a pretty good survivor. Like she actually played that really well, all things considered. But yeah, again, we're just in such a strong spot. 2 more people have claw traps right now as well, which means we have, again, like permanent massive haste, permanent tracking on him too. She's also slowed down a ton right now. I think that deleted one of our drones there, so we're gonna go ahead and replace that one right now. And yeah, it's just so much pressure, man. We have so much haste, and I can't stress enough how big of a deal it is to get this like haste mid chase thing, you know? Like, as somebody that's been playing this game for years and years, it's really like, this game is all about knowing distances, right? Like knowing the amount of distance that you need in order to make a pallet or make a window, right? Knowing how much distance the killer needs to be from you in order to get a hit or not get a hit, right? Like that's so big in this game, right? Like just knowing distances like that and knowing like how far away you have to be, how far away the killer has to be, like things like that are so important in this game. And giving the killer like these little haste boosts every once in a while throws survivors off so much, man. Like I'm telling you, there's so many situations where even when I'm playing Survivor against Skull Merchant, it looks like you should be able to make a pallet or window, right? So you're like, all right, yeah, we got this, we're fine. And you like run towards a pallet or window thinking you'll be able to make it. And then you just don't make it. And you're like, what? How did I not make that? You know? And again, it's one of those, oh wait, you're on this hook. I was going to carry to that hook. What am I doing? I was talking. Okay, I got kind of distracted. I was talking and then I got kind of distracted. Let's not talk about it. They broke this one. I'm going to go ahead and reset it. Something I didn't say, but you can actually check which drones are broken if you like go to rotate them. Like you can rotate them from far. Like right here, I can rotate this one. I can rotate that one. If the option doesn't pop up to rotate it, then it's broken. I want to see if I can. Do I have any broken ones right now? No, they're not broken. But basically, if it's broken, you won't get the option to rotate it. You'll just get the option to recall it, and that's it. So that's also a way to know whether things are broken from far. And yeah, these guys are about to get scanned, which is good. This guy will go down. That guy's getting scanned like crazy over there, which is good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Claudette's getting scanned. They're getting scanned like crazy. Feng Min went deep wounds. I'm gonna have probably like 5% haste right now or something maybe. Is that gonna delete this drone? It did. That's okay. We can set it up a little bit further to the side here. There you go. I'm gonna kick this mostly for eruption. We don't really need pop on that, but I think that's gonna be mostly for eruption. Feng Min's way out there, but we do have somebody close here. Maybe? Kinda close? Oh no, they went this way. I see. And yeah, like basically if you just have drones set up in high traffic areas, it makes it so difficult because they essentially, like anytime they have to like make a rotation or do anything, it just makes it incredibly difficult, right? Like if they ever need to like rotate around to go for like a save or rotate around to like get on a gen or something, like any just movements around the map become incredibly difficult because I thought she would stay there. Interesting. There was like a pallet there, but I guess she just didn't want to play it. Any like rotations around the map become incredibly difficult because you're just constantly like accidentally getting scanned. You're giving the killer haste. You might eventually be getting injured from it if it happens to you enough. Because you got to keep in mind that like these stacks of lock-on don't go away until you go down or until you get three stacks, right? Like if you get a stack of lock-on, that doesn't just go away. It doesn't just go away over time. It only goes away if you go down or if you get to the 3 stacks and get injured. Those are the only ways. So it's kind of big, right? Like eating stacks of lock-on is not great for the survivors. And you can kind of just like passively injure people over time. Oh, she went around the back. I see. I'm not actually sure if the scan lines will go through like windows like this. Like for instance, like you can hit like a Death Slinger shot through this window. So would the scan go through that window? I don't know. Did that Claudia just get injured? No, she's been injured. But she might get injured if she's not careful. I'm actually going to switch rotations here. I should have scanned her at least once, right? If she avoided all that scan, that's going to be really impressive. I don't think she did, though. Okay, she just got hit there. She should be getting hit by massive slowdowns now, too. Yeah, there we go. 10% slowdown. Look at how slow she is. Oh, did she actually still make that? Okay, this pallet's really good. To be fair, this pallet's really, really strong. To be fair. I was honestly just kind of curious to see if I can get away with that. I wasn't sure. Like, even with some really strong pallets... Like right here, she's so fucked, right? Like she's been playing these really well, but like, dude, you're so slow. Like you have nothing. Even when this Claudette playing these chases really well, it's just so tough when you're going that slow, right? There's just nothing you can do. All of our scope checks are already gone, but I'm gonna keep using the center hook because I feel like this hook is not deleting any drones, so this is kind of fine. They're getting some gens done, but that's okay. There's a gamer right here. This gamer must not realize that like they're still being tracked. I think this is another thing too. I think she's gonna be really strong for a period of time until people kind of figure out how she works entirely. Like I think people might not be realizing that every time they get scanned, they're getting revealed for 12 seconds, right? So like you can't really like stealth afterwards, you know? Because I know where you are. I know where you are for 12 seconds. So like this Fang was like trying to stealth after getting scanned. Definitely not the play. Definitely not the play. Not gonna work out well for you. She's deathlook though, so goodbye to her. What gens are there? Okay, not okay. It looks fine. Looking okay. Wait, what was my chase one? Okay, that was my chase one. I forgot to recall my chase drone. But to be honest with you, I feel like even the drones you have, I feel like it couldn't hurt to like replace them sometimes, because I feel like survivors kind of get the hang of where your drones are. So I feel like even the like high traffic drones, it's probably good practice to like trade their position up every once in a while, just for the sake of like moving them, because I feel like if you keep them in the same spot, then people kind of get familiar with where they are, and then they become a lot better at avoiding them. Whereas if you're constantly changing them, first off, you're getting stealth every time you do that, right? Like you're getting someone undetectable every time. But on top of that, you're also kind of messing with the survivors because they have to pay attention to that. Like they have to constantly try to remember where they are. And again, while they're in stealth mode, they don't show their beams or anything. Sometimes it can be hard. Like when they're in stealth mode, sometimes it's difficult to know where they are and to like avoid the beams if you're just kind of running up on it. Are you taking a hit for this? That's a bad idea. I'm still gonna get it. That's a bad idea. I definitely get this with ease. I guess I won't argue it. That's fine. Right, she ate a scan. That gives me some speed. She's staying out front, huh? I'll set a drone here. Fuck it, sure. Sure. She's probably not gonna go inside, right? Yeah, no, it makes sense to not go inside. I think she's gonna leave. She will probably just leave. I got a lot of haste, though. Whoa, what's going on here? Wait a minute. Who's this? Claudette. Hi. Hello. Oh, she's gonna get scanned. Wow, she didn't get scanned. That hay bale blocked it. Okay, she got scanned there, though. These two gamers are here. They got rid of this drone, but I'm just going to replace it. Yeah, this killer still feels... I don't know. It's interesting. This killer still feels like a very good, like, area denial killer. Like, this killer reminds me a lot of, like, Hag, but, like... It's like Hag, but you're, like, based around chase rather than being based around just trapping and teleporting. Whoa, this is a weird tile. I actually don't really know what the hell I'm doing here. This is not the tile that I thought it was. All these tiles in this map are so weird because they're so similar to like... What? What the fuck? They're like so similar to tiles in other maps, but they're like also very different, you know? Like they look... Like this tile looked like one of those Ormond tiles, but then it just randomly wasn't. Once I got closer, that's not what I meant to do. So yeah, this map throws me off a lot. I don't know. The tiles in this map are weird. I'm still kind of adjusting to it because it's so new. Is there not a hook here? Is there not a hook here at all? Oh my god, did I kill everybody here? No, only one person died. Really? This is actually the closest hook. I think she wiggles. This is actually the closest hook to that corner. She does not wiggle, but that was really close to her wiggling. My lord. I can't believe that was the closest hook. That was really far away. This gen's got a lot of progress, I think. I think she's been on it a while. Yeah, they're here. I mean, if I can get this down, that'd be pretty ideal. We'll go ahead and just slap a drone down, I guess, if they're going to hang out here. She's claw trapped. She's going to get massively slowed here in a second. I think, anyway. Yep, there's the massive slowdown. The big old 10% drawn. Down she goes. See, these survivors, again, these survivors kind of feel like they're doing okay, too. The Claudette especially seems pretty good. But all of them seem to be doing relatively okay. And yeah, I mean, it just feels like you just kind of throw the drones down. You get scans all over the place. You get haste randomly for free. I don't want to say for free. It's not. I wouldn't say it's free, but you get haste a lot. And your chases just kind of become like you with haste, them usually getting slowed down or injured for free, and you just run around smacking people. It feels really good. It feels really good for area denial. I also think, again, this map wasn't even a very good map. I think if you get a map that has like maybe like more like choke points and more like areas where you know people are going to travel, this becomes even stronger. Like I think this was maybe one of the worst maps to showcase this. If you get a map like Suffocation Pit, Azrael's Resting Place, hell, even indoor maps, you can take advantage of your stealth. Like maps like Larry's can be really strong, even though the beams don't go through walls or whatever, it still can be really, really strong. Like there's a lot of oh, it's here. There's a lot of maps that are a lot better than this. So I'm curious to see what we get game 2. But you know, speaking of which, I'm just going to cut to the in-game screen because I think we know how this is going. So I'm just going to cut down the game and then we'll set up for game 2. All right, GG's. I actually let Claudette go because she was kind of a beast. Like she was a quite good survivor. I feel like she played this really, really well. So I feel like she deserved to live. But yeah, there you go. That's going to be the first game. GG's. There's the builds in case you guys care. I don't know, man. Very, very effective killer from the looks of things. I've been having a lot of success. I know I am running like a really, really strong build too, right? Like obviously I'm running like a really mega, like a really meta, like OP tryhard build, but still been having a lot of success so far. Seems like a pretty decent killer. Let's do game 2 and we'll see what we can do for another showcase. Let's go. Well, I mean, this is literally, I think this is one of the maps I mentioned, right? I think I literally used this as an example. But this is a pretty good example of a map with a choke point, right? So, I mean, I guess this is good, right? On top of that, wow, we have 4 gens down here on the side. That's it. Whoa, oh my god, we have 5 gens on this side. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be defensive skull merchant here, you know? We're gonna throw a drone there. We can just throw drones like on these sides here, and this is gonna be really, really valuable. It looks like somebody here is sneaking by. Now, here's the thing: you can sneak by the drones, right? Because, like, you can crouch walk by them. This guy's just waiting. Are they going to give up? They're going to give up, aren't they? Maybe they see it Skull Merchant on ARP and they're just going to give up. I mean, to be fair, if they saw the gen spawns that I had, they would definitely give up. I've never seen a gen spawn this bad on this map. This is actually wild. Usually, it's like 3 gens on one side, 1 in the middle, and then 3 on the other side, right? Because this map is shaped like an eye, right? If you can imagine like a capital I, right? Like the top and bottom of the capital I, there's usually 3 gens in both. And then there's usually 1 gen in like the middle vertical part of the eye. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4 gens here. And then even this one in the middle is still pretty much on this side of the map. And then there's only 2 down there. That is so wild. Oh, you guys broke this. That is so wild, dude. Like, that is not okay. That guy already is trying to kill himself on hook. I think I'm going to leave this game in the video anyway. To be honest with you guys, I've had like literally like 500 games now where people are killing themselves on hook. And I just can't. Like, I know that a lot of people have criticized me in comments and stuff where they're like, oh my god, Tofu just takes whatever games. It seems like he's just putting out videos just to put them out or whatever the fuck. But like, dude, I'm telling you, man, it is so difficult to find groups of survivors that will play the goddamn video game. Like, it's sad that it's hard, but I'm telling you, it is fucking hard. Like, gamers won't just play the game, dude. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that Skull Merchant isn't necessarily the most fun killer to ever exist, you know, even with the new updates and all that, but like, god damn, man, you know? Like, gamers out here just do not want to play DBD. I think people just hate DBD, apparently. They are just not fans of DBD at all. I'm just going to slap one down here, too, just in case they try to rotate over there. So this is where we kind of leave one up for Chase. She has a claw trap in, so that's pretty interesting. And now we can kind of just patrol these gens, chase people away. And then we have these drones rotating in and out of the midsection. I kind of just want to check on this gen here. Let me see if any of these are broken too. Wait, that one out there. Wait, no, it didn't disappear. Oh, no, it's broken though. That one out there is broken. Like, you see how I can't rotate it? Like, this one I can rotate, that one I can't. That means it's broken. This gen's still regressing. I'm gonna... Was that the right one? Wait, that was the close one. I think I just recalled the close one on accident. Oopsie. That was actually... That was kind of a mistake. I meant to recall that one. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got there. Went through the drone here so I can see into the jungle gym. To be honest, I think it might be beneficial to have another one down here somewhere, you know? But I'm not exactly sure where. He greeted that very hard for some reason. There's some scratch marks down by this gen. I kind of want to check on it. Like, I think I'll throw one like right here. Maybe like both sides of main. Feel like a good place for him. Yeah, they seem like they really want to get this gen done. They're about to get it erupted though. Yep, that's just gonna hit it with eruption. They broke this. Let me fix it up real quick. I want it to be pointing inside of that window too, just in case they go into that window. And we're being chilling, man. I mean, these guys are basically fucked. The fact that there's a 3v1 this early, and especially with this gen setup I have, I mean, these guys are losing this game for sure. Like, there's no possible way. There's literally no possible way they win this. I wish that guy didn't DC, because then it would have been... They would have at least had, like, somewhat of a chance then, but... Yeah, at this point, there's just, like, no chance. Like, this game is completely fucked. But on maps like this... Again, I know this isn't the best showcase because someone gave up, but on maps like this... I hope that you can understand how and why this would be so insanely valuable, right? Like, when you have these, like, clear-cut choke points like you do in, like, mid-map or whatever, it's so easy to just drone those up and then get massive value out of the drones. Wait, I can't throw a drone here. Oh, I think it's because the other one's kind of close. Wait, it's broken anyway. I'm just trying to use it mid-chase just to get him scanned. There we go. I'll throw another one here. And again, he's just gonna, yep, he's gonna get injured. So there you go. I basically get a free injury out of that. I also get haste. He also got slowed down. So yeah, this guy's fucked too. This guy's fucked. That slowdown plus me having haste. I just catch up with these, and then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? Just brutal, man. You can just drone everything that they loop. You can keep drones going in and out of whatever area that you're trying to hold down or whatever choke points might exist. And like, it just feels so strong. Like, the area control in this killer is just so wild. And it literally, again, it kind of feels like Hag, but based around chasing, right? It's like, well, I mean, I know that Hag kind of has like a chase build now, but I hope you know what I mean. It's like Chase Hag, but without the body blocking traps. I guess it's kind of just like Chase Hag. I don't know. I guess it's like Chase Hag. You know, it's just kind of like that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that is a good way to put it. I don't know. But yeah, like even here, like Jill can't even get away, right? She can't even get away from this area of the map because she just runs through traps the whole time, right? She runs through drones. Like even her trying to get out means she steps in drones. I think Dwight also stepped in one too. Yeah, so Dwight also stepped in a drone. He's probably, yeah, he stepped in a bunch. He's in deep wounds now. He got a claw trap. So he stepped in 2 different drones on the way down here. So now he's injured and hit with deep wounds. And we'll see if Leon steps in any traps. There we go. There's already one. Like anytime survivors have to like rotate around, if they have to like go for unhooks, if they have to run and get on gens, if they just go to do anything, they're just always having to deal with your fucking goddamn drones. You know what I mean? As long as you have them placed in good places, they're just constantly having to deal with the little bastards. It's crazy, you know? I know that they're both here, and yeah, this game is done so. I mean, kudos to these guys for trying their best to play it out. I'll even let that Jill? I'll let that Jill go save. I won't even bother. I'll just chase Leon here, I guess. Just for the sake of giving him some blood points and everything. I mean, this game, it's kind of like I said, this game's obviously over, but just for the sake of giving him some points and us having some fun, we might as well. This guy got claw trapped. He might get slowed down now too. Yep, there we go. He got hit with the slowdown, so he's now really slow. He might even get slowed down again while he's inside. No, but he will on the other side of the window, which is just as good. Yep, he's massively slowed down now. I'm also faster. And yeah, he just gets nowhere, right? Like, if it wasn't for that slowdown, he pretty easily makes it to bust there, you know? Because of the slowdown, because of me speeding up, just no luck, dude. No luck. Doesn't get anywhere. Just goes absolutely nowhere. Jill also has a claw trap in now. And again, them having a claw trap gives you not permanent haste, but it's like 45 seconds, right? It takes 45 seconds for the claw traps to go away. So now I have haste for 45 seconds. That's pretty nice, right? That's quite nice. All right, I guess we'll just end it. We'll just end their suffering. This game's clearly over. This game is very clearly over. So we'll go ahead and just kill him. I'm not even gonna bother having you guys wait out the rest of this. I'm just gonna cut to the end game screen. So GG's. There you go. GG's. All right, there's again game screen. The P100. It was the Prestige 100 gamer that actually was the one that gave up one hook with fucking made for this and DS and everything. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But hey, there you go. I mean, that was the game. Again, really, really good map for us this time. Unfortunately that somebody gave up, but you know, this is basically how the Skull Merchant games go. She's very, very strong right now. I feel like she's going to be really strong, especially up until survivors kind of figure this out more. Like, to be honest, I can't really say how strong she's going to be long term, because right now she kind of has this benefit where survivors don't really know what the hell they're doing right now. And maybe later on down the road when people start to figure it out and people start to figure out how to counterplay her or whatever, it might get kind of different, right? It might kind of get to the point where she isn't as strong. But for now, it feels like you can dominate games relatively easy with her. Like, very, very good killer at the moment. So, yeah, this is how most games go. So, hey, GG's. And that's it. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to like the video, subscribe, stop by my live streams on Twitch. I'm live there 6 nights a week. Do all of that, or none of it. Up to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. Until the next video, I'm out of here. Have a good one. I'll see ya. I'll take care. See ya. See you later. I'll see ya.